I wanted to start making these videos to push me to do more projects and hopefully make something entertaining and mildly informative. So, enjoy. We're here to build a metal foundry. I'd like to go over a few things first. Number one, I'm going to be doing this over a few days, so you'll see me change my outfit a number of times. Number two, you should be doing this with a clear mind, no stress on it. So I encourage you to order pizza, throw on a fire, and then throw up Netflix, watch your favorite series. You can watch whatever you'd like, but personally, this will be my 4th time binge watching My Little Pony. Wow, what a roller coaster. So the general principle is the propane starts here, goes through, goes into a valve, mixes it with oxygen, squirts it in here. You got a spiral of flames in here, and then you got your crucible there. You can make a foundry using charcoal as the fuel source. But I watched a lot of King of the Hill growing up, and as Hank Hill says, something about propane being better than charcoal. We're going to be making ours out of propane. We're going to be making a custom foundry, which gives us a lot of freedom as long as we adhere to the basic design concepts. With every design decision you make, you limit the rest of your decisions. So the best thing you can do here is source your most critical item, or most expensive item, and then design around that. I got this pot at our local thrift store for $4, and if I'm right, and the handle comes off, that means I've made a poorly sized crucible that I can design every other more expensive part around. Then we're going to put in the bolts. Joins, and then strip it out of the foundry. Now, the propane torch part is a little bit trickier based on materials that I had. So we have this, which will hook up to the propane, ends in a 3/8 flare fitting, which we will then use these to adapt to 1/2 inch. We have our ball valve to control flow. And then, since I couldn't find an end cap for that at our local stores, we're then going to have to solder on a piece of 1/2 inch tubing, and then solder on an end cap. We're going to poke a hole in the end of the cap. That's where our propane is going to come out and into the blower torch. Solder melts at high temperatures, so we're going to hope that doesn't happen. We're going to use Teflon tape on all of our fittings. You always want to wrap the Teflon tape the same direction you're going to be spinning the next piece on, so that you don't shred the tape while you go. You can tighten up all your fittings here with a wrench. I don't actually know if I'm saying that right away. I just know that's a good tip. You want to open the ball valve towards you. Oh my god. Otherwise, it'll get in the way of the torch. So double check that a few times before you assemble the whole fucking thing and did it wrong. Here's our copper tube. This cuts the copper tube. It's basically got a pizza cutter inside. You spin it around in circles, tighten it a little bit each time. Eventually, a piece comes off. Okay, the second piece, you have to finish the first, cut again. Use a steel wool to rough up the edges. If you're using new copper, it doesn't really matter because you're not taking off any corrosion or anything. Once it's a little bit roughed up, you can apply your flux. You can apply this with any sort of brush. I find what works best is my roommate's toothbrush. Use an even coating. So we've soldered on those connections. Now we have to draw a 1/16 drill bit into the top. So here we have our combustion chamber. We have 3 temporary set screws in there. You just put the end of the copper in there and light over there. It's painted red because that'll make it hotter. Okay, now that we're done our propane torch build, that's half the work done, so it's time to go blow off some steam.